This is a funny, crazy, and true story that started my morning today. So, today is my amazing partner's birthday. Wanda is another year older today. So, we started off by wishing her a very happy birthday, and we're excited for the day to unfold. And then I went on my morning walk, and it was a great morning walk. I ran into a couple great conversations on the way to the beach, to include my attorney, who I saw at the beach. And then on the way back, I stopped at the ATM to grab some cash for this evening, taking Wanda out for an amazing meal this evening. And it was a very interesting experience at the ATM. By the way, this is an ATM I go to on a regular basis, and this was just like any other day. However, I went through the process now, and just to give a fun disclosure, so I use USAA and a couple other bank accounts due to my military background. And USAA has a cool feature where you can use it at the ATMs, and it will refund you the fees that those ATMs charge. So this particular ATM has a process. You put your card in, you put your PIN in, you select how much you want, etc. And then it says you agree to the $3.50 charge, which I do because thankfully USAA reimburses me. And there are no local USAAs, just so you understand. So I went through that process, and the next step is after you accept the charge, it says, remove your card. And once you remove your card, the next step is remove your cash, and it gives you the receipt. So I go through that whole process. I get to the remove your card step, and I hear some rustling around behind the scenes. And next thing you know, the whole thing pulls back, and my card goes back with it. And I look in, and I'm yelling into it, said, "Hey, my card is still in that thing." And they're like, "Oh my God, we didn't know you were using it." I'm like, "Well, it was at the card process. I didn't get my card back, and I also didn't get my cash." So funny story. Just the weirdest and oddest time for that to occur. Like it was literally at that moment when it says remove your card, and it beeped for a second, and as it was ready to spit my card out, they pulled the whole machine back for some early morning maintenance. This is about 8:45 a.m. And so I'm yelling back to the person behind the ATM console. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I said, "Well, A, I need my card back, and B, I need my money because it already took it out of my account. It already shows the money is taken from my account. I didn't get my card back or the money." And long story short, they did exit and give me my card back, but pretty much told me it was on me to reach out to the bank and explain to them that I never received the money. So even though it processed and charged me 403.50, the 400 plus the $3.50 convenience fee, whatever they call that ripoff, that USAA reimburses, thankfully. Um, it was my responsibility to reach out to the bank to now explain this process to them. Like, yeah, I go there often, and it works like a charm every time, except this time when I went to get my card, the whole console slid back, and I wasn't able to get my card or the money. And now there's a whole case involved, and it will take up to several weeks to get that refunded. And I went back later to that bank and shared with them. So I just want my $400 because there's a couple things here. One, that's my maximum daily withdrawal to make sure I don't take out more than 400 a day. And it's already out, but I didn't get the $400, so I'd rather just have the $400. And they couldn't do it, and they pretty much told me it was on me to contact USAA and explain this whole process to them, which I did. And now there's a case and I'll get the money back, but just a crazy way to start the morning, to say the least. So you can't make this stuff up. Life just gives you unique lessons that you would never expect in a million years. And this is one of those that I categorize as a unique lesson that taught me some patience, well, here's another funny part of it. So the person's like, "Well, you got your card back." I was like, "Yeah, I got the card back, but I don't have the money." And I said, what am I going to do to get the money back? He's like, "Oh, there's another ATM, a bank across the street." I said, "You don't understand. You guys already took the $400 out of my account, and I never got the money. So I don't need the other ATM. I need my $400 that y'all took from my account just a couple minutes ago." So it took him a while to register that process, but just funny, crazy stuff. So life is going to throw you unique circumstances, I kept my cool as best as I could, explaining these circumstances, and just crazy. So anyhow, life is going to throw you fun stories. Now the key is, are you going to learn from them, and are you going to share them? And there's never a lack of amazing stories each and every day, each and every week. So just think about that. What are some stories you could share in your emails, in your videos, in your sharing with the world that would, be better than if you sat down as a fiction writer and try to write a story. Life will give you stories that will make fiction look silly. Like the nonfiction, the reality is stranger than the fiction in most cases. So just go through life enjoying it, taking those deep breaths, learning the lessons, and continuing to make today great. All right, I just thought that was funny to share. I hope you enjoyed it. If you hear some rustling going on behind the ATM, give a yell to them. Hey, I'm still here working. Don't pull that thing. I'm almost done. Don't pull it back. Unbelievable. It was crazy, but uh, so is life. C'est la vie. The journey continues. Make today great. Talk with you soon.